Now, what if you could harness the sun's energy without having to make any special photovoltaic cells at all? That's what Antonio Esteban is doing in Seville, Spain. Like a lot of kids, he learned in school that you can concentrate the sun's energy with a magnifying glass. Today, he's using that same concept to try to power the entire city of Seville.
We are now in the PS10 plant.
Instead of a piece of paper, Antonio now has a tower that stands 40 stories tall.
This is a central receiver solar power plant.
It's the only commercial solar tower in the world.
We have here the field of heliostats.
Those are high-quality mirrors mounted on remote-controlled motors to track the path of the sun all day long. Those heliostats can fail. They've done it before at a different tower, Solar One, in Barstow, California. Behind the mirrors in the California plant, engineers had used concave foam pads to help focus the sunlight and to absorb shocks from storms. But moisture collected between the foam and the metal casing and back. The mirrors corroded and lost their efficiency. In the end, the plant's energy was considered too expensive. That lesson wasn't lost on Antonio Esteban, who was beginning his career in solar energy. His heliostats have no foam and no moisture.
They are tracking the sun every moment to focus the solar radiation onto the receiver, which is at the top of this tower.
The mirrors reflect the light of 624 suns on a receiver at the top of the tower, raising the temperature up there to 500 degrees Fahrenheit.
In the top of the tower, we have a receiver, and in this receiver, we produce saturated steam.
That saturated steam, produced inside a network of stainless steel tubes, is piped down the legs of the tower to the heart of the system.
This is the turbine. It's 11 megawatt power, nominal power, and in this turbine, with the steam from the receiver, we produce electricity, and we send electricity to the grid.
This region of southern Spain is blessed by sunlight, some 3,000 hours per year. But even here, the enemy of solar power can appear at any moment: rain clouds. Antonio springs into action. He has a backup plan, a storage system.
We can storage energy here to operate the plant in the case we have a cloud.
The trick is to design the solar tower so that it makes more heat than the turbine can use. That extra energy gets stored for a rainy day. But Antonio is just getting warmed up. He's got bigger plans.
In 7 years, we will have the construction of all this solar platform, and the nominal power of the solar platform with the 9 plants will be 300 megawatts.
That's enough to power the entire city of Seville, Spain, and its 600,000 residents. And it's all done with mirrors. A second plant will go online soon.
Now we have under construction the PS20 plant.
This one will have, instead of steam, a molten salt inside the tower, which can retain heat much longer and continue delivering solar power even at night. By 2014, the entire city will be powered with clean, renewable energy.
This plant also avoids the emission of CO2 to the atmosphere of about 18,000 tons per year.
Consider this. A similar plant, built on about 1% of Africa's Sahara Desert, could provide enough electricity to power the entire world. Next, when the electrical grid fails, one man has the solution: a power station on your roof.